Chat, here we go. It's the other semifinal. It's Nush versus TempoH. Nush able to take down Jorias in his quarterfinal. TempoH taking down Jack. What is this boost noise? What boost is this? It's painted black? What is Nush rocking here? Does anybody know? Either way, the big news of this game, number one, is less about whatever boost Nush is using and more about the fact that they have 2 jumps. It's a Mutator tournament. Each game will have a unique Mutator. This one is double jumps. You can single jump, you can flip, and then you have another dodge timer worth of time to use your second one. Nush, maybe one of the more interesting guys when it comes to getting more options mechanically. He can just go crazy with the ball. And he's going to start us off going up 2-0 as he fakes the flick, goes to the ground, and gets himself a second goal. TempoH. Nice shot, top shelf. Good pop-up to convert on his kickoff. Both these guys looking solid yesterday. TempoH. Surprised didn't go for a dunk on the goal line. Instead, he's going to try and play out this 50 and over and over again. Nush is going to use his second flip, I think, already. He single jumped up in the air. Should have been out of position. But then I think he used his back flip to push himself back on. Also just used his double flip there to land and recover. I think we're going to watch a little bit of Nush POV. Nush seems to be one of the crazier players when it comes to using these additional mutators. And right now, able to play defense to stop this shot from TempoH. Has another flip if he wants to use it, and he will try and use it to get back to the ball. Still couldn't get there, though. Nush will now chip it up. Flip. Sends the ball in. This one only needed one. And Nush will make it 3-1. TempoH did use his second flip here in an attempt to try and dunk Nush after coming off the sidewall. Nush, I think the most often used second jump when watching this game mode is the recovery, the wave dash recovery. You can wave dash on every single take, and Nush is doing that every time. You see the backflip challenge, as you float to the ground, you should be in trouble. But now you can wave dash. It helps a lot more than what would otherwise have been the case. And Nush is definitely preferred for the C right there as he sets the save away. It's a great save. Then he falls out of the net, flips, and then dashes as he lands. He will take to the skies now. Used his first jump. He won't have another one. He's going to have to go for a bump. And he's going to make it 4-1. That dodge timer still exists. So if he doesn't use it fast enough, he will lose it. And he loses it here, but he goes for the bump. Maybe he didn't want to use it anyways. Had the bump lined up. He's up 4-1 against TempoH. TempoH going to roll in a kickoff goal. He did use it. Chat's saying he used it. Might have been more subtle than I realized. Maybe just use it to jump out. It is crazy how often these guys are able to take advantage of it. Did he use it before the resets? I mean, I'm trying to remember the shot now. It's past. It's gone. The point is Nush is crazy. TempoH. Not going to go up the sidewall here. Bounce dribble instead. The fake goes low. Ooh, Nush. So smart. I actually don't think I saw anybody do that, which is crazy because it happens every single kickoff. You flip towards the kickoff and you might as well dash as you land to get there even faster. Nice flick. It's going to be crossbar ping and outs as now TempoH will chase down an open net and equalize. Coilga, thank you for the 21 months of tier 1. Appreciate you. Yeah, here's probably a little bit too close to flip and wave dash. But in theory, you could. Tempo. One flip. And double. 5-4 as he brings it back. Nush was exciting to start it. Tempo is matching him. Okay, it seems like the name for the Mutator is throwing people off. We'll go extra jump. Type 1 in chat if that's clearer. Nush, oh my goodness, launched himself off the ball. My, just ridiculous gameplay. But it's not going to go in. It's actually going to lead to an open net. You got to appreciate Nush trying to put on a show. Tempo taking this one to the ceiling. I think he used multiple jumps up to set that all up. It's so hard to keep track of just how often they're using these double jumps. There's so many times you can use them. Nice flick from Nush. I think he used one here, right? This was a single jump into a double jump to like fast aerial himself up. Yes, and then the flick. Nice shot from Nush. Used all the available flips to get this one. Tempo now with the lead and possession. Maybe he has another flip. He does! The extra flip double. Tempo off the back wall. One flip into the back wall and another to get the finish. 7-5 with 43 seconds left to go. Nolan X, thank you for the brand new tier 1. Appreciate you. Nush floating at ceiling heights. Has a reset but gets it so low to the ground. He's only going to be able to use one flip to dash. Tempo, nice coverage. Seems like it's going to be a Tempo win here in game number 1 as he sends it rolling away. Nush wants to change server. That is also a forfeit, I assume. Is that GG's? Or you want to pause? Or sorry, is that GG? Okay. I don't know if he wants me to play the last 21 seconds. Game number 2. Possession score. It has showed up again. The way to win this one is to hold on to the ball for 3 seconds and you get yourself a point. Nush waiting on the goal line quite passively for a possession score game. But now should be able to equalize. Ooh, nice play here. He actually farmed out 2 points on 0 boost and then last second got himself a regular goal. So Nush tying it up here. And now back to the kickoff. Tempo. Just staying in control of this one in the air. Little pogo over the top of Nush. Huge outplay. Should farm out a couple extra points. Nush going to take it away. Nush is playing the regular game. He shot at the nets. He will get another point as well. But it's probably better to shoot it at the back wall. Let it roll up. You probably still get a 1 goal, I would think. And then you can maybe get some more. Like here is probably not the play to shoot it, but he is going to shoot it. Nush now taking it back into his half. Gets 50 and tried to use the dashes to catch back up to it. Tempo now up to 11-7. Will he shoot here? He'll take it. 13-7. The glowing trail around the ball is there to help make it more obvious who's in control. Obviously, the ball has trail when you slam it normally. You hit it hard enough, you'll be able to see the trail and whoever touched it last. But whenever it's moving slow, there needs to be some indicator of who's in control. So they added this orb around the ball. Nice flick. Wow, double ping on the crossbar. Tempo saves it, but importantly, the 50 comes out in favor of the blue team, as Tempo not likely to cut it towards the net. He's just going to cut it out to the midfield. Nush having a tougher time, I'd say, dealing with this changeup. He was so comfortable when given an extra jump, but I mean, he is just not forcing the issue here at all when it comes to taking this ball away from Tempo. Tempo ends up just giving it away, and now Nush needs to stay in control of it. Has a reset, which is good to use in case Tempo comes down. He's just going to keep shooting. It seems like he's playing regular Rocket League, and he needs to be a little bit safer. Hold on to a little bit of boost to recover. Can't get back to this one. Tempo outplays him by just enough. And then now we'll reset the field. Tempo running it up here. Nush chased him down. Got a touch, but not much. Tried to fake Tempo into giving control away. All these little touches become so much more important. And now here, this is where Nush, I think, needs to not shoot. And this will be a good sign to show that he's adjusting to the gameplay. Tempo's actually getting out ahead of where he expects Nush to go with the ball. Nice late use of the flip. Nush not off by too much. I do think the right idea is to instantly go grab boost. Having boost is really important here. See, why is he so worried about scoring there? Nush needs to just take that ball and bring it back into his own half. There's no better opportunity than when you can roll the ball all the way into the blue half with your defender behind you. I mean, you're going to get 4 or 5 points from that easy, and yet he is clearly trying to attack the net still. He is maybe overvaluing the point you get from putting the ball in the nets. As he again will attack, resets, putting the ball on the goal line. Tempo now has it up to 38-39. Nush needs to force the issue here. Tried to get a demo. Demos can be nice. There we go. And now Nush, I have to think, needs to take this back into his own half. Down big here late. Has to essentially control the ball for the rest of the game if he wants to get it. Great 50. Kept it with Blue Trail. Ooh, tried to get the second touch there, but did not connect, and that one is probably enough. I mean, I'm not sure the math on it, but with a minute left to go, Tempo has just been controlling this possession game. We've seen a couple close ones go down to the wire. This is the first time it's been... First dominant performance in possession score for sure. Nush has 18 points to make up. Don't think he has that kind of time. Right now, he can just style for fun. As game number 2 is going to go to Tempo. $50 points. Oh, not quite. Denied the 50 ball. 49-33. Game number 2 goes to Tempo. Back to the wheel. Possession score off the list. All right, basketball scoring in this game. Game number 3. We have basketball scoring, or what we're calling basketball scoring. It has no relation to basketball, except for that there's 2-pointers, 1-pointers, and 3-pointers. Aerial goals will give you 3. Demos give you 1. We actually instantly saw a demo. Tempo grabs a demo, is up 1-0. And normal goals will give you 2. Ooh, nice recovery there from Nush, who is into the Octane. If Nush is able to get a win in this game mode, he will get to pick game number 4, which can help him bring it back. Tempo wants an air dribble bump. Nice save from Nush. Dodges a demo, which is extra important, and will put on a first normal goal to take the lead. Do not get demoed there. Nush, last second, he turned in and almost made it possible for Tempo to clip a demo here. I'm not sure if Tempo was looking for one, but if you watch it, ooh, yeah, that was dangerous. Nush, I feel like, could have made it a little bit easier to not get demoed. but only a half-point deficit, essentially, for Tempo. Could equalize with another demo. Nush might have a chance for a demo here. Yeah, he actually goes for it, but misses, and Tempo capitalizes. We don't think that demos for goal explosions and stuff counts. I think you have to get them pre-goal. And I want to say we had at least one test of that yesterday. Tempo had an open net. He's going to get a crossbar ping instead. Nush dodging the demo twice. Tempo not able to pick up any extra points, and Nush put some speed on it. That ping is in. Nush back up 1. Now Nush off the sidewall has the resets. Would it have counted as an aerial goal if he got it in? Maybe it would. He's going to speed to this one and fake off of it. Can he recover to this in time, though? I think you need to just play it out. Go for the ball, see what happened. Right now, the difference in the game is Tempo's goal has him, or sorry, Tempo's demo has him up 1. Sir CJT, thank you for the 2 months prime. Much appreciated. Nush has a reset, goes for the flick, denied by Tempo. Can he recover fast enough? Now no longer is it just the demo that separates these two. Tempo in the lead off of regular goals. Nush on 112 ping, man. Not a great situation for him. Double from Tempo, denied by Nush on the goal line. Cannot fight for his back corner boost. What a save. Nush has made some incredible saves. But he's still not out of the woods yet. Yeah, and it will be another Nush goal. Nush can make up some of this deficit with aerial goals. An aerial goal will put him back within 2. Tempo. Ooh, nice demo. There's Nush getting a demo into the back corner. Actually got the 100 boost as well. So now, within 4, potential aerial shot here as Nush goes to the ground. Nope, it's a fake. But he does get a goal all the same. So within 2. A nice demo to take away that advantage from Tempo. Now just down 1 regular goal. What we all want to see is a last-second three-pointer for the win. Low 50 from Tempo. Gonna make that not really matter here as he wins the kickoff. Converts it for an early goal. Nush. 50, fights it through. Able to get a 2-pointer himself. 9-11. 2 minutes left to go in this game. Again, regular goals, 2-pointers. Aerial goals, no one scored one yet, but they're worth 3. If Nush is able to do it, he could actually take the lead here with a single goal. Nush flipping back to this ball. Gets a reset. Shot high. Crossbar it in. Oh, no, not quite crossbar it in, but that was not an aerial goal? Wait. What a scam. Is he just underneath the crossbar? Oh, he's just underneath it. Yeah, that makes sense. Doesn't count. I don't think Tempo touched it, but Nush was just low enough that it still counts as a regular goal. 11-11. Nush keeping this one into the corner. Going to go grab midfield 100. Tempo takes to the skies. Maybe he'll get an aerial goal himself. Fake goes low. Are these guys more worried about the aerial goals due to that extra points? Hard to say. We watch again from Nush POV. Maybe expecting that flick. Just a great fake. Minute 24. Wave dash kickoff from Nush. Tried to cut directly infield. Went for another 50 tempo. Takes this one high. Reset. We watched it from Nush POV. He had a backflip away from a potential bump, I think. Or might have just been a misflip. Tempo has the reset and flips underneath the ball. Slows it down. 16-11. Did that one count? Wait, that was an aerial goal then. That one must have been considered an aerial goal. Oh, was it a demo? For post-scoring demo. Wait, was it a goal explosion that did it? Is this one going to count? No, that one didn't count. He got a demo after the goal. Oh, Tempo did it. Oh, crazy. I did not notice that. So that's actually the difference right now. With 58 seconds left to go, Tempo himself got a goal. Nush actually has the goal explosion that does demo people. That one does not count. Tempo, flick. Nush has that save. Actually got off the post. Did he go off the post and almost directly in? 40 seconds to make this up. He can make it up with a demo. Doesn't even need a goal. But a goal will actually win him the game if he is able to get it. Because goals are worth 2. Trying to undercut Tempo here. That's actually a huge boost grab from Tempo. As Tempo goes from all the way on his back wall to try and ice out the game. Reset, fake to the ground. Nush doesn't get bumped. Save from Nush. Open net for the win. Wants to slow it down. Can't get demoed here. Don't let Tempo snipe another post-goal demo. But Nush actually back in the lead. And now Tempo can equalize with a demo. 10 seconds left to go. Nush going to be the first to grab boost. And he's going to double jump. Ooh, you can see Tempo was hoping for a demo. It might not have mattered. It'd have been crazy because he might have demoed him, gotten a point, but then Nush would actually still get the ball into the net and then would have the lead anyways. 3-point lead. Tempo needs an aerial goal. It's actually not impossible, but the ball does have to stay in the air. Nush actually kept it up for a second. But game number 3 going to go to Nush, which means Nush has survived to the point where he gets to pick which mutator they do next. I don't mind. You pick Feer. Okay. Chat, I'm letting you guys pick. All right, chat, you guys get to pick. Here's your poll. Type 1 in the chat if you want unlimited jumps. Game number 4. Nush said, you pick Feer. I didn't want to pick. I let chat pick. Chat picks unlimited jumps. So in this one, these guys have unlimited jumps and flips at any moment. No dodge timer, no jump timer. You can use a jump whenever you want, however many times you want. Tempo. Oh my goodness, he's going to make it back to this. Look at what Tempo did. Yeah, I'll change the overlay. Tempo just tried to use as many empty jumps as possible to rush himself up to the ceiling. He said, I got carried away. Yeah, you did get a little bit carried away. Let's go inf jumps. Is that clear? Or actually, infinite jumps might fully fit. Infinite. Yeah, that fits just fine. Now, if we get to game 5, Tempo will get to pick. Nush. He is so creative when given the opportunity to do as many flips as possible. You got to think he's going to be excited about this one. Every single landing now can be a wave dash. Some players maybe practice this in their free time. Maybe some players don't. I expect both these guys to be the kind of guys who will be quick to appreciate having infinite flips. Nush. Actually just going for a pretty standard doink shot to set up his third goal. Nush just launched this one to the moon and then reverse wave dashed, and Tempo is going to hold it all the way into the nets. Look at the creativity though. It's not going to... Oh, actually, we'll show it. instant flick up, and then reverse wave dash to force the rule 1 with tempo is actually just insane mechs. Tempo using 1 flip, Nush using 2 to get back and get the interception. Nush, oh my goodness, he's so fast. This is, I mean, is Nush rank 1 infinite flips? I think one thing is clear that we've learned from this whole process is that we need like Nush versus whoever we think could go just as crazy with infinite flips and have that be the only mutator the whole match. Tempo down 5-0. Maybe Nush knew that the fans were going to select unlimited jumps and he was going to look insane. So he just won in every single way. Total Giga Chad. But I tell you what, he's not out of it yet. Tempo on the board. No longer are there any additional points to be scored, though. He is going to have to legit score 4 goals to bring it back. Oh my goodness, Nush. It's just so second nature to him. Multiple flips before setting up the flick. A lot of times when you go in the air, you need flips to change the direction of the ball. And now that you have as many as you want, you can start any aerial and just bring it all the way back if your name is Nush. Of course, if it were me, it wouldn't matter at all. Look at these recovery jumps. Nush spamming jump as much as possible to try and get himself back. Nush. Backing off now. Missed the wave dash there. As he floated in the air. Tempo. Crossbar ping as he launches his flick. Down and out. And now Nush not using any of his extra flips on that take. No amount of flips. Actually, I was going to say no amount of flips are going to help Tempo get back, but I was totally wrong. He actually uses 2 flips to get to the backboard. I thought the ball was already in, but the fact that it wasn't in means he is able to recover and make a save because he used those flips to get back there. 5-2. Tempo. I'm not sure how much this empty jump here at the end helped him, but he is starting to work it back. Nush. Want to see if he tried to use any extra flips here on defense. I don't think he did. Just a straightforward play. 5-3. Ooh, Tempo actually using his extra jump to evade what would have been an undercut. Normally, you get caught after using your flip on top of someone else's car and you're just completely screwed. This time, Tempo got a flip to escape it. Just going to go low 50. Get himself a 6-3 lead. Yeah, I think one thing is very clear watching these games. We weren't really sure how any of them would go. You know, unlimited jumps. It's just, it's so much fun for these highly mechanical players. And it's so much more fun than infinite boost. Like, I think this is just peak freestyle game mode almost. As Nush going to go for another dribble. Rocket League needs to add a ping quick chat. Yeah, it does seem like now would be the time. And I feel like everyone in the whole game would be spamming ping every time they heard it. Do both at the same time? No, I'm going to disagree with you there. I could be wrong about it. But I think infinite boost actually just takes away a little bit of the magic. Like, what's fun is when you use flips, as Nush is like turtling to set up this shot. You use flips to make up like ground and stuff, but I mean, if you have infinite boost, I don't know, it's just such a lamer way to make outplays. Tempo flipping like crazy to get this one. It could be better though. I haven't, tried doing both. My guess, my intuition is that infinite flips is more exciting than infinite flips plus infinite boost. Nice shot from Nush. We gotta watch this one again. Looks like he's probably gonna be taking this game number 4. Tempo sends it up into the corner. Nush. Clean. Oh my goodness. Frustration toggles from Tempo, it would seem, as we're on his POV. Nush just going to use so many flips to recover to this side wall with ease. Never going to the ground. Why does he need to? Little reverse dashing. Tempo has a chance to take what is in theory an open net, but I think these guys are basically just freestyling here at the end with Nush clearly in the lead. Nush will take it. Interesting. Empty jump dribbles. Tempo going to keep it in the air. Actually, now Nush going to keep it in the air as he scores on his own nets. Game 4 to Nush. Now it is Tempo's choice. We have to watch an ad here as well. Tempo, your choice. Game 5 to punch a ticket to play against Moxie. I think we actually had game 5 in the other semifinal was also score absorb. Moxie was the only one to score after getting multiple 3-pointers and I think a kickoff goal for a 1-pointer. He ended it. Nush. Not going to be able to score the first one here. It was not a kickoff goal. The ball has been charged. It will be 2 points now if it to go in. But any more back and forth, and we can probably expect a third. In fact, Tempo maybe could even score this on the counter. Has a reset. Can he get extra pace? No, it is just going to be a 2-pointer. But a great reset shot all the same as he starts out the scoring. Nice shot from Tempo. Tempo looking at a wide open net to score another 2-pointer here. As Nush transitioning to the ceiling with 17 boost. Testing Tempo's ability to quickly take the ball. Tempo can and will. It's now at 4-0. Nush. Backflip shot opportunity. Goes for it late. Puts that. Oh my goodness. Look at the movement on this. Jorius was saying that this ball bounces differently, or they couldn't quite tell if it was, like, just slightly different gravity or something. Or if it was all just perceived differently because of how it looks. But it does seem a little bit lighter. I'm not sure that that play that Nush just did would happen on a regular ball. It seems like he got so much additional movement off the flick, but... Chat is asking if it's known what charges the ball up, and I think it's a little bit to do with speed and a little bit to do with changing possession. I mean, I don't think it's like a perfect obvious formula from what I can tell. Some people are saying it must be touches, but I feel like I've seen it charge up really quick. And look at right now. See, for sure it would be a 2-pointer by now. There was tons of touches, and we've seen it turn to a 2-pointer with less touches before. It is like drop shot, but the question is, do we know exactly what the rules for the drop shot charge up is? Nush out of his own back corner. Tempo fakes the challenge. Nush goes up into the air again, resets. He put the ball way high, and so he's not going to be able to score off of it. I'm imagining that this ball will get charged to 3. Yeah, there it is. It is definitely a bit to do with switching possessions, because that soft touch from Tempo didn't seem like it should charge up the ball, but it changed its color. Fake! Ooh, Nush, the 3-pointer. He's within 1. There, of course, has to be a formula. Someone said yesterday it was how often it changes colors. Like, it's just a certain amount of times, it changes trail, basically. We'll charge it up. But I swear when I was messing around with it, I was able to charge it up by myself without the bot touching the ball. But who knows? Maybe I was just getting cooked by the bot. The bot was actually getting a lot of touches. Fake flick from Tempo. Nush has a reset. Actually flips underneath the ball, kind of pre-flips it. It does seem like it always charges up when it changes color. Tempo just got it into orange. Actually gave me another 3-pointer for Nush. 8-6 for Nush. Tempo slamming Nush off the side wall. No kickoff goals yet. No 1-pointers at all. I feel like I could reliably predict when it will charge up to 2, but I cannot reliably predict when it will charge up to 3. I'll try it with the next possession. I'll try and call the 2-touch that charges it up. Nush is going to equalize here with just a 2-pointer. Technically, the score is 4-3 with Tempo in the lead, but Nush getting those extra points. Watch, it'll instantly charge up on the kickoff, which I don't expect it to. At least it hasn't so far. All right, basically it's when Nush will touch it again. If he does, it'll charge up. See, oh, Nush! It was going to be a 1-pointer. He charged it up on the goal line. He should have just let it go in. That was a 1-pointer. Last second touch by Nush. Charged it up to a 2-pointer. And allowed Tempo to go up by more. See, now next Tempo touch. Oh, see, it didn't need a change color. Nush pinched it to charge it up himself. Oh my goodness, Nush! What is this shot? These are the kind of shots that make it seem like this ball is extra light. Oh my goodness, it just soars through the air, 116 kilometers per hour. To again equalize in theory. But Nush is actually 1 goal down. There must have been a 1-point. Oh, no, there's 2. He had 2 3-pointers. That's right. 2 3-pointers. Ooh, to make it up. And now another goal. In theory, it's just 5-5. But Nush able to tap back and make it a 2-pointer. Has him with a 2-goal lead. Nush charging this up in his back corner. Tempo could win the game with the next goal if it ends up being a 3-pointer. Although I think he has a chance to shoot here. It's probably just going to be 2. So tie game. Tie game with 54 seconds left to go. Tempo going for a wave dash kickoff. Nush, I think he did as well. Can he charge it up before scoring? Wasn't going to score anyways. Does get a boost steal. 2-pointer now. Nush flicks it around him and catches and cuts it in. I'm not sure he's ever going to be able to get it to 3. It's like 500 force units, then 1,000 force units, then 2,000 or something. Tempo. His shot denied. Ball still not charged up yet. Tempo will charge it up. Nush going to take it back into his corner. Tempo right now, if he scores the next goal, would tie the game. But if this ball charges up in the next 20 seconds, it could actually be a Tempo win, but it might not matter because Nush is scoring. Nush out of the corner. 1 touch. Uses his boost to get back out to the ball. And the flip will finish it. 4-goal lead. There's just no way to charge it up fast enough. Tempo needs a kickoff goal and then probably a 3-pointer, which would go insane. If he scored here, oh, a 2-pointer! Tempo bangs the ball here on the shot. And he's able to get it to 113 kilometers per hour and be a 2-pointer. So not only is there a chance, he could actually win the game as well. if there ends up being some 0-second craziness and the ball charges all the way up to 3. Tempo just barely able to steal this boost. Nush on the ball. Tempo has a 2-pointer. Last second, probably just going to try and take it. Double jump bump. Nush can't stop it. We're going to overtime. 16-16. No longer does the score absorb matter. Whether you get a 1-pointer, 2-pointer, or 3-pointer, it all comes down to whoever scores next. Nush with the opening possession. First touch is soft. Try to go for a 50. Can he get a boost steal? No, he's going to die in the process. Tempo able to pick up his own back corner. Going to take to the skies. Nush went far out to the midfield. Reset shot is in! Tempo will advance to the grand finals against Moxie. And he will do so with a nice reset shot to the top shelf. He did end up scoring a good amount more goals in this game. Nush had made up for it with a few 3-pointers, but Tempo does secure the win.